So I had to take a break from all the arts and crafts I've been working on this morning. Trying to finish up a few things, a few different pyramids I've been working on. Topping off some bracelets. We had flash flood warnings yesterday that just kept popping up all the time on my weather app, to the point where I had to turn the notifications off because it would scare me when it would come on. All of a sudden there's, my phone would start talking to me and, talking about flash flood warnings, So we had a lot of rain yesterday, and mostly in the afternoon and the evening, and it rained really hard a couple of times. And then this morning I saw that some people were swept away in their cars out off of Ivy Creek, which is about somewhere between 5 and 10 miles out of town towards the mountains. So that would be west. And one person got rescued, and 2 people were still not accounted for. Their car really got swept away. So who knows what's going to happen with that. It doesn't sound like it's going to end well. But it's pretty humid out here, and after being in the air conditioning all day, it was a bit shocking to come outside here. But it's not too bad now that I sat down for a little while. And of course they're chemtrailing up there, just putting more haze up in the sky. Besides the airplane noise, there might be some wind noises too. But I was watching a video about Ormus the other day, and they were talking about that the clouds are probably made out of Ormus because they're white. So I found that kind of amusing. Who knows if it's true or not, but it would be interesting if it is, because that would be something healthy for the land and the world and whatever. So there's still those dire predictions about bank failures and Deutsche Bank and whatever, but I'm trying not to watch much of it. But one thing I found interesting is that somebody was talking about that Roseanne Barr actually outed Valerie Jarrett on purpose. And I found that pretty intriguing, because there's a whole lot of stuff that is coming to the light now about her. And I also heard that Roseanne's show has been picked up by another network, Fox, I think they said. So it's not exactly like she's going to be gone forever. But that would be interesting about Valerie Jarrett, because some of the things that are coming out is, not only was she raised by communists and all kinds of, I don't know what you want to call them, but, like revolutionaries from the 60s, but she's also a major slum landlord in Chicago. And some of her buildings have been condemned because they've become unlivable from no maintenance being done on them. Like sewage coming up through the kitchen sinks and horrible stuff like that. And, well, it's kind of good now that her connection with Obama is a lot more out there in the open, because she was always kind of in the background. But I feel like more light is being shown onto the darkness. And I have to admit, she does look like a monkey. So, whatever. I think the landscapers might be coming today. The grass definitely needs to be cut. Everything got thrown off with the long weekend, because they usually come on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and now it's Thursday already. Which it's like, wow, really? Where did this week go? Oh, look, there's an elephant in the sky. With its trunk up, and that's a good sign. I see birds fluttering around. Oh well. Just trying to think of what I could talk about today. But it's just life in general, just going on, taking it one day at a time. Working on my artwork, working on my healing things for the earth. And I can't remember if I said anything about the items that I gave to the young woman that is just, you know, graduated from UVA. But I gave her a pyramid, a bracelet, and a piece of shungite. And it was a great party. There were about 50 people there. Well, there goes the elephant breaking up. And I hardly knew any of them, but it was a beautiful setting out in the country. Someone that I've known for close to 30 years. And both she and I have gone through lots of life experiences. And we were both with sociopaths for a period of time. She married hers, and then he ended up dying of cancer. But I was glad I never married the guy that I was with, because oh man, he's a piece of work. Talk about controlling. So I'm really enjoying my life. I'm really happy. I don't think too many people can say that they're happy. And I have a lot of friends, and I have a lot of activities that I'm involved in. And I don't know, everything is good. So, I wish there were more birds singing. There were when I first got out here. Look over at the undergrowth over here in the woods, since I'm at a place called Woods Edge. It's pretty overgrown now. But there's a really big gully down there, and way at the bottom there's a creek. But I love sitting in this little shaded area by the tree. My tree that shades me. So I think everything in the world is going just the way it's supposed to go. And I'm looking forward to eventually making it to the new earth. Oh, I should post this interview that I saw. Oh God, what is his name? Bernard something or other. He was that, I don't remember if he was Dutch, but he got really heavy into banking and the Illuminati and child sacrifice, but he just couldn't do it. So he had a nervous breakdown, tried to commit suicide, and it didn't work. And then he had this near-death experience that totally changed him and made him totally fearless about talking about what he was involved in and how we're owned by them through our social security numbers and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to post it with this video because it's one of the best interviews I've seen with him. But he saw the new earth, and while he was there, he talks about how the grass looks different and the colors are different and things are translucent, and it's like almost like a parallel earth, but it's more like something that's higher than parallel. It's more like ascended, because I can't remember how long ago I started finding out about 1111, and there was this woman named Solara who wrote some books called 1111, and she was talking about how the earth was going to break into two earths. And this was like back in the 90s. And there was a whole group of people that moved down here from Long Island to be with her. And we used to go to Swananoa sometimes together. And I was always like, how is that going to happen? How's the earth going to break into two earths? But things are stranger than we can even imagine. So we're just along for the ride, and try to keep a positive attitude and be nice to everybody. I'll talk to you later.